man. You doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
One of the allegations was that Diddy had with a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Immediately, people identified the rapper as Meek Mill.
Let's dive into one of the wildest stories circulating in the celebrity world right now. And trust us, this one's going to have you raising an eyebrow or two. What if we told you that Nicki Minaj, one of the biggest names in the music industry, is at the center of an insane rumor involving a secret tape, a major betrayal, and an alleged plot to take her down? Yeah, buckle up because we're about to unravel a tale that's filled with shocking twists and hidden agendas.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest the guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
It all started with an audio leak that's been the talk of the town, supposedly exposing a super private, let's call it, encounter between Meek Mill and Diddy. And who's allegedly behind it all? None other than Nicki Minaj herself. But here's the kicker, her life may actually be in danger because of it. The rap queen has dropped some serious tea recently, claiming that someone close to her was paid to poison her. Yeah, you heard that right, poison. And while she hasn't dropped any names yet, the timing of this is making people wonder if it's all connected to the tape she allegedly leaked.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive.
So let's break this down step by step. Nicki's been open on social media about the fact that someone in her inner circle tried to take her out. Now, a lot of folks initially brushed this off as yet another crazy story coming out of the industry. You know, power moves, beef between XX, or someone wanting her to keep quiet. But when word got out that Nicki was the one who supposedly recorded and leaked a very intimate moment between Meek Mill and Diddy, everything changed. People started connecting the dots. Could it be that Nicki knows too much and now someone's trying to silence her for good? For those who don't know the backstory, Nicki was managed by Diddy early in her career. That partnership didn't last long, only about 6 months before she cut ties. Rumor has it she ditched him because she didn't want to get caught up in some of his, let's say, private affairs. And let's be real, if anyone knows the skeletons in Diddy's closet, it's probably Nicki fast forward to now, and with Diddy's name being dragged into all sorts of controversies. It seems like Nicki might be one of the few people with real dirt on him.
He's a dope rapper, but I think sometimes Meek falls victim to, I have to explain myself because they be playing with my name.
Yeah.
And the more he responds, the more they keep playing with his name.
So what's this infamous tape all about? Well, according to reports, Meek Mill, who dated Nicki for a few years, got caught in an extremely compromising situation with Diddy during one of those notorious Hollywood parties. Yeah. Those gatherings where things supposedly get a little wild. And here's where it gets even juicier. It's said that Nicki herself recorded the tape during one of these parties, and she's been holding onto it for years, just waiting for the right moment to drop it. Now, this isn't just some random gossip. There's been a lawsuit going around that pulled Meek Mill's name into the mix. Music producer Lil Rod, who's had his own issues with Diddy, came forward in a lawsuit and hinted that a certain rapper from Philadelphia, who just so happens to have dated Nicki, was involved in these sketchy parties. Lil Rod didn't name names, but let's just say it didn't take long for people to figure out that he was talking about Miko. And he also mentioned a very famous R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl and had a Vegas residency. Yeah, Usher's name started getting thrown around too, but we'll save that for another day.
Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off.
As for Meek, let's just say he didn't take the rumors well. The rapper went into full meltdown mode on social media, tweeting up a storm and defending himself. I would trash any celebrity if they tried a wild move on me. No pics. Literally go crazy on them, that's all. I'm from Philly, man, Meek tweeted, trying to downplay the whole situation. But honestly, his defensive tone only made things worse. He followed it up with more angry tweets, claiming that black blogs were out to ruin him, saying, "They're designed to destroy the image of black leaders. It can't work with me though. You gotta really take me out, and I will still get bigger after."
Now, if the government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being, they have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
At this point, the rumor mill was spinning out of control. And then, the real bombshell dropped. An audio clip allegedly recorded at one of Diddy's famous private gatherings surfaced. And let us tell you, people were not ready for what they heard. In the clip, Meek can supposedly be heard in a compromising situation with Diddy, and let's just say, the noises were enough to make anyone cringe. According to those who've heard it, Meek was not just uncomfortable, he was in pain. And Diddy, well, let's just say he sounded a bit too enthusiastic.
She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek. She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there.
Now, here's where things take a wild turn. The guy who initially took responsibility for leaking the audio, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, claimed he recorded it as proof of what was going down at these parties. He even said he overheard what was happening and decided to record it because he was so shocked. But Jaguar Wright, who's become infamous for spilling some serious industry secrets, came out and said, "Hold up, that's not the whole truth," according to Jaguar. It was actually Nicki who recorded the audio, and she paid the bodyguard to take the fall so no one would trace it back to her.
Hands together.
Let's go!
Real life street stars. The original, the OG.
Jaguar didn't stop there. She went on to reveal that this wasn't just any random audio clip. It was recorded at a freak-off in Calabasas, and Nicki's been sitting on it for years, waiting for the right moment to drop it. Apparently, she didn't want people to know Diddy was involved, but now that Diddy's name is all over the place with these new lawsuits and scandals, she figured, why not? Jaguar even claimed that Nicki broke up with Meek because of what she saw at that party. But let's rewind for a second, because Nicki's been dropping hints for a while now about some of these industry secrets. Back in 2019, when people were coming for her for marrying Kenneth Petty, she clapped back by saying she would never get with another industry guy because they were all DL down low. She didn't drop names at the time, but it's hard not to connect the dots now, especially considering the timing. Right after her breakup with Meek, she hinted that a lot of the people the public wanted her to be with were secretly into things they didn't want the world to know about.
That was the first time I was like, oh my God, like I can't take it. Like, cause she
brought up the topic again during an Instagram live with Soulja Boy when she randomly asked him, do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry? Soulja Boy tried to play it cool, but Nicki wasn't holding back, practically hinting that she knew exactly who was involved in the double life. And now with the Meek Mill and Diddy situation coming to light, it looks like Nicki's been sitting on some serious receipts all along. But here's the thing, Nicki was supposed to drop a documentary on HBO Max a while back, where she planned to spill all the tea about her career, her messy relationship with Meek, and why she cut ties with Diddy after he managed her for a brief time. But guess what? That documentary never saw the light of day. Thanks to a cease and desist letter sent by none other than Diddy and Meek, they apparently demanded that she remove any and all references to them from the documentary. Talk about trying to keep the past in the past.
There has been some updates in the Diddy $100 million default judgment that we reported on earlier this week.
Still, Nicki didn't let that stop her from making waves. She's continued to hint at things on social media, including the fact that there's more to the story with Meek and Diddy, and that brings us back to the poisoning attempt. Nicki recently posted a photo of a food order with a note saying, "We love you, Barb, and let's just say she wasn't feeling the love." She said it was super fishy how the restaurant even knew the food was for her, and she's been getting vibes that someone on her team leaked the info to her in danger. Nicki's tweets about the incident show just how serious she's taking this. Thank God I don't eat the food in this place. Imagine seeing this written on a brown paper bag. Why would a person placing an order say who it's for? Odd. She also said she won't be eating from that restaurant ever again. Now, some fans are saying Nicki's just being paranoid, but honestly, given everything we've heard, can you really blame her? The timing of the tape leak, the poisoning attempt, and everything else just feels way too connected to be a coincidence. Fans are also weighing in with their thoughts, with one person commenting, "Nicki better tape a video of what she knows and spread it to every news outlet and everyone she trusts. So if anything happens to her, the FBI will have a clue." Another person echoed the sentiment, saying, "I don't know how fame and money could make any of this worthwhile. It's so gross on every level. Totally creepy, really, for fame and money." And they've got a point. What's the price of fame when you've got people allegedly trying to take you out? So where does all of this leave us? Well, for one, the rumors aren't going away anytime soon. Diddy's facing all kinds of legal battles. Meek's public image has taken a serious hit, and Nicki, she's still dropping hints, but she's also clearly watching her back. Whether or not the tape leak is the real reason behind the alleged attempt on her life, one thing's for sure, Nicki knows more than she's letting on. And as long as she's holding on to those receipts, you can bet this drama isn't over. Now, what do you all think? Do you believe Nicki's really in danger because of this tape? Or is this just another wild rumor blown out of proportion? And what about Meek and Diddy? Do you think there's more to their story that we don't know yet? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. And make sure to stick around because we'll be diving into even more of this craziness in our next video. You won't want to miss it.